What's up, you guys? So today, in honor of Breyerfest being a month away, I'm going to be ranking my favorite to least favorite Breyerfest. I'm going to be doing this one a little differently, and I'm going to be ranking them by how much I like the theme, the memories I have, and the horses in general. So I'm going to start with my first Breyerfest, which was 2019, and go to my latest one. So this is not in order yet. I'm just doing like the general ranking, and then we'll see where they fall. Unfortunately, I am at my dad's house and I do not have any of the actual physical horses with me, which kind of stinks, but it's fine. So let's start with Breyerfest 2019, which was Horses and Heroes. First of all, the theme I loved. That was my first Breyerfest. The theme was amazing. The superheroes, like I just got into Marvel. So all of the horses being named after superheroes, just the overall theme, I loved it. I loved it. They got me. So for the theme, I think I'd give that one probably like an 8.9. I really liked that theme. So probably an 8.9. For the horses, let's talk about that next. I loved the horses. I don't even remember what the surprise horse was. I don't even know if there was one. That was my first Breyerfest. I didn't even know there was surprise horses. I just knew I wanted Rocket, and Rocket was the one I really wanted. I got Quill as well, but my dad got me that one. I got Rocket, and I remember really just loving that one. I loved all the surprises they did. I loved that they did the 75 different horses, or however many it was. It was great. It was a great year. Horses, I mean, and we have to talk about the celebration horse being Oliver, who works, at the Kentucky Horse Park as on the mounted police unit, all that. So, yeah, horse hero, he literally is a cop. The horses were great. Oliver, and it's a Cleveland Bay. Amazing. And that was right when I started congoing that mold. So awesome, amazing. I would give the horses, honestly, I liked a majority of them. The horses, probably an 8.5, because I actually only still own 2 of them. So, which is Oliver and Quill. So, for the memories, so I have a soft spot. It was my first Breyerfest. It was just me and my dad. It was great. I have so many good memories, and one of them being, I've talked about this a lot on my channel, but I have that loose mane Brunello. Here's a photo. I have that loose mane Brunello, and I got that was like a grail. I got it for like $130 in the covered arena, and I remember seeing on Instagram, everyone's like, who got it? And it was me, and it was just great experience, great trip. It was great. And actually, I'm filming a video with my dad talking about my Breyerfest, our first Breyerfest together. So hopefully that will be out next weekend. Don't hold me to it though. He's a busy man. So for the memories, I'd probably give that one a 9. So we're starting off pretty high, which is scary. The next one is going to be pretty low because it was 2020. And I think we all know what happened in 2020. 2020, the theme was Celtic Fling. I really liked this theme. The issue I have is I never got to see it. If you don't know, that was the year they first did online because of COVID. I feel like the overall experience and the theme and all that, I didn't even get to experience it. The only thing I did that year was get online and get my special runs. That was it. So not a great experience. I really do like that theme. I think if it was in person, that would have been amazing. It would have been beautiful, but we didn't get that. I think Breyer handled it very well, but I didn't really get to experience it. So I'm just gonna give it a 7 because I like the theme. They probably did a really good job. I just was not online or anything. Yeah. So I'm gonna give that a 7 because I like the theme. For the horses, I don't even remember what horses I got. I think I got Cheesecake. I think that was one of them. And then there was another one that I got. It was the Newsworthy pony. I don't even remember. It was just, it was a bad year. It was a bad year. Celebration horse being the show jumper. Actually, I still have that one. Just the horses, I just genuinely, I don't remember a majority of them. It's just not very memorable. It is a sad year. So for the horses, I do not own any of them besides that celebration horse, and it's not like anything to write home about. So I'd probably give the horses like a 6. Don't hate me. I just genuinely do not remember like anything that happened that year. And then for the memories, there were none. There were none. Yeah. So I'm gonna give that like a 4. Honestly, I should probably give it lower because I don't even remember like purchasing the horses or like opening them or anything. Like I'd probably give it a 3. I'm just gonna give it a 3. Kudos to Breyer though. Obviously, that was a situation that they didn't know how to handle, and they did the best that they could, especially given the time frame. Because COVID started March, and they had till July to like move it. Crazy. They did do a very good job with that. They did what they could do, and kudos to them. Next, I skipped 2021 because I just didn't want to do the online experience again. It wasn't for me, and that's okay. So I skipped 2021, which was like the color rainbow year. Next was 2022, and here's a photo of my experience. So Breyerfest 2022 was Prost. I think that's how you say it. It was very German inspired. So much fun. This year was first year back. The excitement through the roof. I mean, I brought my sister, my cousin. They came with me. It was just so much fun. So for the theme being Prost and like German and all that, I think they did a really good job. I think they kind of killed it. The theme, it was just there. It was there. You could, the little stablemates with the pretzels and the beer and the, all that. It was just adorable, amazing. I really loved this year. So for the theme, I'd give it a 9. Wonderful, beautiful. They killed it. For the horses, the Cleveland Bays. That's all I have to say. The Cleveland Bays. I actually barely remember any of the other horses, if I'm being honest. I don't remember any of the other horses. I went for those Cleveland Bays the entire weekend. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. I don't even remember. No, the celebration horse was Nicholas. I don't really remember him. Gonna be honest, wasn't a big fan. I don't own it anymore. But the Cleveland Bays, I mean, that was so much fun. It was so stressful, but it was so much fun. So for the horses, I'm giving it a 9.5. I might be biased, but those Cleveland Bays, that's all I needed to have fun. So 9.5 for those horses. I've never owned so many Breyerfest horses in 1 year. That I still have them all. I normally keep like 1 or 2. I have all of them. And lastly, the memories. Great memories of this trip. I mean, seriously, first Breyerfest back after 2 years. Amazing. I mean, the hype. Oh, lovely. And then having my sister, my cousin there for the first time. It was just so much fun. Like, it wasn't just, me and my dad, even though that's wonderful. He's great. He's so much fun. But like having, people my age, and like, it was a lot of fun walking around the Clarion. There are just a lot of good memories that year, especially the Cleveland Bays. I mean, I was laser focused on those. It just such a good weekend. We went to the celebration, the little horse act thing they do. I forget what it's called. We went to that. That was fun. It was just a fun trip. Going anywhere with those 3, they make it so much fun. For the memories, I'd give that a 9.5. I mean, it was great. It was great. I loved it. I don't know the total of any of these yet, so you'll know before I will. 2023, we had Driving Forward. This year, I remember also being a lot of fun, even though I didn't come home with any horses, I don't think. The theme being Driving Forward. I wish they had done the Cleveland Bays during Driving Forward. Cleveland Bays are carriage horses. I think that would have been a little more on theme, but I like the stagecoach. I like the stagecoach as well. Those are also, that makes sense too. So I don't collect that mold. So that's not even, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But the theme, Driving Forward. I think it was cool. I like the theme. I loved watching in the covered arena. They had the little horses and the carriages and all of that. Super fun. I honestly don't remember the theme as well. That of like Prost is very like, I remember it being very German, very whatever. For Driving Forward, I don't remember the theme very well. I don't remember seeing it too much. So I would give it, and keep in mind, I do like this theme. I just feel like I didn't see much of it at the park, if that makes any sense. So I'd probably give this one an 8. Yeah, around an 8. It was a good theme. I just didn't see much of it. So 8. For the horses, this celebration horse, I don't remember what it was. Hold on, now I need to go check. Give me one moment. I looked it up, and now I remember why I did not remember what was the celebration horse. It was Breyerfest. I think that's what I think. I can't even. I just looked it up, and I think that's the name, but I don't even know. I don't understand that one. I don't really understand. Like, I understand the other ones to a certain extent. That one I do not understand. There is probably a story behind it. I like the little, like, ribbon they did. I think that's cute. Not my favorite. I don't really like that mold. This year I wasn't a huge fan of, like, a majority of the molds, to be honest. But they did have Scurry. I really liked Scurry. I got the blonde variation. And, the donkey, Peanutton, the donkey, the sitting donkey. I ended up pulling a, what was it? The color shift, the purple color shift this year. And that was super cool. That was my first time pulling like a variant besides my dad doing it in 2019. So that was really cool. That was awesome. Yeah, so I did like I guess that would be more of memories. I did like the donkey. And then Scurry I really liked. And the white one. The white running one. I don't know the mold name. I also liked that horse. I hope there's a picture on screen so y'all know what I'm talking about. But I like that one as well. So there were overall the horses, I mean, I would give them probably like an 8.7. A solid 8.7. Because I can remember a lot of them. So yeah, like 8.7. Then for the memories, I'm gonna be honest, this was like barely 2 years ago. I don't really remember that much. It kind of all like, it all kind of goes together in my brain. You know, it was a fun year. I know it was a fun year. I remember, you know, the donkey was really cool. It started pouring rain when we were at Breyerfest. My sister was so mad. It was great. Yeah, I mean, overall, I know it was a fun year because I don't know, it was a fun year. So, for the memories, because I don't even, it just doesn't stand out to me in my brain. Like, I know 2022, like, that stands out. Like, I remember, like, everything. 2023, it's just Breyerfest. Like, it was just your standard Breyerfest. So, I'd probably give it, like a 7. And not that it was a bad year. Not that I don't have good memories. Nothing really stood out to me. So, like a 7. And then last, we have last year, 2024, which was, I forget the theme. I don't know how I forget the theme. Hold on. Against all odds. So, I have a gripe. I have an issue with this year. Okay, so hear me out. The theme was against all odds. And I don't remember seeing anything that was pointing towards that. I know, I wanted to hear, you know, All in a Day's Work, or Al in a Day's Work, the mule. I think that story sticks out to me. I just don't remember them pushing this theme very hard. And they kind of mixed it up with this, like, girl power type of thing. So they had, like, you know, the stablemates named after songs from celebrities that are female. And I was just confused. I'm going to be honest. It was confusing. It was like, are you doing against all odds? Like, I wanted to see, like, horses that, like, beat the odds. And it's like, now you're giving me these pop celebrities that, I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe I missed the plot somewhere. I wish it had been done differently. I wish I had seen more stories about horses that have beat the odds rather than this weird whatever. I give the theme a 5, a solid 5. I feel like it was not executed well. It's kind of disappointing. I was kind of disappointed. Yeah, 5. The horses. The surprise horse, which is like my favorite part, was the Emerson model, which was cool. I liked those. I like that mold generally. But I didn't keep any of them. The surprise horse was Athenian Lady. I really liked that. I really liked that surprise or celebration mold. I think that was cool. I think she's so pretty. So seeing her, that was cool. I don't really remember a lot of the horses because I just got surprise horses. Any year I'm not a big fan of anything, I'll just get surprise horses. So I don't really remember what the other stuff was, but I did get Survivor, Fighter, and Survivor. So those were cool. I think I generally like the horses. They weren't bad. And I did like the celebration horse, which is very hit or miss for me. So I would give the horses an overall probably like 7.8. A good 7.8. There we go. And then for memories, this year was crazy because, again, I got to go with my sister and cousin and dad. Great. Lovely. But then, as some of you may know, I stayed with Emilia on the last night, not even the last night, Sunday. Me and Emilia, she just invited me to her room and I was trying to hit the road, but then I ended up just staying the night with her in her hotel room at the Clarion and just sold out of the Clarion. We got dinner. It was just a lot of fun. And then we went to the horse park the next day. Like, it was just a big surprise because it was not in the plan at all. And it was so much fun. I mean, memories that year, 10 out of 10. Well, yeah, let's give it like a 9.6. And that is my rating. I don't know the scores. You'll see it. But yeah, that is my Breyerfest ranking. I am going to be doing a lot of Breyerfest videos leading up to Breyerfest. We are 4 weeks away. It's 3 more videos. You guys will see them. It'll be fun. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.